In the industrial world, when you hear the name Weidmuller, generally you'll think about terminals. But what else do they do? Let's go find out.
Morning, Adam.
Morning, Mark. So Mark, for anyone that doesn't know, please just tell us about yourself and your role and Weidmuller.
Mark Sanders, the country sales manager for UK and Ireland. What's the role entail? It's the sales operations for Weidmuller, as I mentioned, in the UK and Ireland. In terms of what we do here, we don't manufacture in the UK, so here in Leicester, Clip-on House is the head office, and predominantly it is the sales and sales functions. So within that we have obviously finance, marketing, operations, etc., which is customer services and technical, and all that is from these building here.
Okay, so it's the support function to it's Detmold, isn't it, where you manufacture?
It's Detmold in Germany, yes.
Yeah. Why is it called the Moku?
The Moku, actually, it came from Germany. We took the name on when we had this in 2019, and we did consider changing it to demo van, but everybody knows it as the Moku, and so it's almost within the industry, the Weidmuller Moku van.
And whatever country you're in, you ask for the Moku?
Everyone speaks about the Moku, correct. Let's go in and take a look at the Moku. Okay. What we do, we use this vehicle to demonstrate. We go to road shows where we can support distributors like Routeco as an example, and this is to demonstrate the types of products and services that we have. You can see we've got the terminals with the types of connectivity as we go along, surge protection devices and the power supplies, HDC, so our Rockstar heavy duty connectors, and then we move on down to more industrial communications. As we move over to this side, you can see the offering of our U remote and our U control.
It's a really good tool for you guys because you can move the product to the customer if they need to see it, but also it's bespoke because you can change the panels. Really good, really clever.
No, absolutely, and I think the key message that we hear constantly when we take this out to customers is, oh, we didn't realise you do this, or we didn't realise you do that. That's probably the key message, and it shows the importance of actually going to the customer with the demonstration van and showing it.
And it's kind of that frustrating but nice thing to hear all the time.
Correct. Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah. Showroom, should we go and have a look?
The showroom, let's go. And here we have our demonstration room.
The famous demo room.
The famous demo room, yes. Firstly, we're going to meet James Clark. He's our National Field Sales Manager, and he's going to talk about today our Industry Match platform.
Okay, amazing.
Customers today require solutions, not just products. Industry Match allows customers to explore their industry, identify the relevant challenges within that particular sector, and discover what technologies and solutions Weidmuller can offer.
It's really good because it's challenge first. What are they trying to overcome? And then it moves to the solution after that.
I think it gives the customer the ability to sort of reflect and look at the real life challenges that they're facing. We've identified those challenges alongside them and can then present our products and solutions to them, which gives them, peace of mind that not only have we got the right product, but we've also got the knowledge behind it to support them moving forward.
So how deep can we go with this tool?
Well, let's take industrial Ethernet, which is very, very important within building infrastructure. Now, whilst we've got a comprehensive range of unmanaged switches, it's very much a commodity item in the industry. However, our sort of key focus now is on managed switches, with cybersecurity being paramount of importance in the industry. Our managed switches from 19-inch racks to DIN rail mounted options. We've got a solution to solve the customer's problems with all the legislation and approvals that are required.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, James. Okay, Adam, let's now pass you over to our product manager, Peter Croucher, who's going to talk through our terminal portfolio.
Okay, perfect.
Peter, if I can introduce you to Adam.
Peter.
Hello, Adam.
You all right?
At Weidmuller, we've been innovating in terminals for a very long time now, so since 1948. But what we've done now is we've taken that technology and improved it further, which is where we get to our snap-in technology. So this is the latest innovation invented by Weidmuller. Okay. And it's got three things that are sort of great about it. So it's simple, very easy to use, very easy to operate, can be used with a ferrule or without a ferrule. It's fast, so it's the quickest technology you can get. There's no insertion force. Very easy to just insert the cable down to the bottom to latch the spring, and it's the safest, and that is because you've got to insert the cable fully before the connection is made, so you can't leave a half open contact. So simple, fast and safe is what we've done to speed up the wiring process within the cabinet.
So I notice you've got ferrule or no ferrule.
Yep.
Why does that, what's the difference? Because from my panel building background, ferrules can be a bit of a pain. Is there any issues pushing the bare cable in? Or?
No, so there's no issues with the bare cable. So the terminal is designed to be used with solid, stranded, flexible, ferruled, unferruled cable. So as we sort of demonstrated, you can use unferruled, absolutely fine. So the biggest benefit there for the user is taking out that process of actually buying the ferrule, fixing the ferrule. If the standard says you need a ferrule, then there's absolutely no problem. So we can use this one, for example, and still use a ferrule. So it's really suitable for either, but it allows the user to reduce the installation time further by taking out that secondary process.
Yeah, but I mean, that's still pretty quick, isn't it?
It is still quick. So the installation is very quick because there's no insertion force. It's very, very simple. So if you're, everyone's got problems with skill shortage. So if there's unskilled labour or, not so well skilled, we'll try you, Adam. Anyone can have a go. So any one of these ones, he says confidently.
Look at that. And the wiggle test.
Yep. So, very, very quick and easy. And that's
really
the real benefit. So that's where we've kind of the evolution has come along in the terminal portfolio.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that process of continual development.
Yep.
And it's focused around speed. How much faster can we?
Yes, everyone wants to build things faster. The quicker your panel goes out, the more you can get out, and so that helps with costs. On that front, it's not just terminals that we're looking to introduce the innovation technology into. So, for example, we do power supplies with snap-in technology, through to HDC connectors with the connection technology, PCB connectors. So we want to put this technology across the wider Weidmuller portfolio, so everyone's got the ability to benefit from that kind of technology.
Brilliant, thanks for that, Peter. What's really nice to see is that snapping technology can move depending on whatever product it is. It's really, really clever. So, Peter, we've managed to magically change the table. What have we changed it to?
So we've changed it to surge protection devices, and it's an area that we're seeing now. There's a far greater requirement from customers because of changing regulation with the latest wiring regulations, and certainly with Amendment 2 there was a big change to Section 443, which relates to transient overvoltages. So there's now a statement within that says surge protection shall be installed when there is an overvoltage in certain situations. And essentially that's whether there's a serious loss or a serious injury, failure of a safety service, such as like a fire alarm panel, or significant financial or data loss. And what that essentially means from our industry point of view is if you said significant financial or data loss, it's not just a very expensive machine. It could be hundreds of thousands of pounds that's very expensive to the end user. But it could be quite a low cost piece of equipment, but actually it's critical to the application. So if you're shutting down production facility for a while, then actually that's high cost and high financial impact. So it's making sure that actually everyone is protected against either lightning or internally induced surges. And so that's why we see a far greater requirement for the products now.
Okay, so from an asset point of view and a control panel, what are they protecting?
So there's different types. So what we have at the very start here is type 1, and these are designed at the sort of main incoming point to the building, so your LV switchgear panels or MCCs, and these are designed to mainly protect infrastructure. So it's looking at the infrastructure and starting to protect the electrical network, but it's protecting infrastructure from fires and these kind of things. So you kind of start with a type 1 if you've got external lightning protection. And then type 2 is the most popular, and this is then protecting that sub-distribution board, your control panel. So you're looking to protect, PLCs, drives, power supplies, all of the internal equipment within that panel. You want to protect from that over voltage and basically increase the reliability of that panel. So type 2 is doing the bulk of that work, and type 3 that we see here, that's designed for sort of a fine level of protection on an end device. It could be a high value DCS system that's £50,000 and you say, actually, we want a fine level of protection there. So that's what these devices are designed for. And as you'll see, all of these are DIM rail mounted. And our newest introduction is the BS60 product, and this is for a 60mm bus bar system. So actually it slots directly straight on and allows you to save on wiring, so reduce space and reduce installation time.
Okay. And these products will all work in unison, so if you've got the type 1, then it would all work together?
Yes, so they're all designed to work together. They're designed to reduce that great surge down to a lower level. So if you started with the type 1, then the regulation will say go to type 2 and reduce that to the level that is actually safe for the control panel equipment. And there are other things that we have within the portfolio to protect other parts of the equipment. So you'll see on the table here, for example, data connections. So this is for RJ45 Ethernet connections. Data is key for everyone. So protecting those data networks is critical through to instrumentation. So 4 to 20 milliamp signals, digitals, analogs, these kind of things. So a very, very broad portfolio for all kinds of applications and areas for our customers.
Okay, so safety and protection, it's massive buzzwords isn't it, at the moment.
It is, and you know, it's reliability as well. You want to be able to provide a reliable panel to someone, and you actually, you know, having to go to solve a problem to site takes a lot of time. That's a lot of cost for customers. So if you're actually building reliability into that panel and safety, then it cuts down on that side of the work as well.
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
No problem.
Okay, Adam, next I'm going to introduce you to Sean Brown. He's our connectivity consultant and he's going to be discussing our online configurator and our Printjet Mini.
Okay.
So my name is Sean Brown. I'm connectivity consultant here at Weidmuller UK. My role is to work with customers in terms of efficiencies, whether it be in the production aspect or working with the engineering team using our software, our solutions and products.
Talk to me about the screen then. What's going on here?
So I'd like to introduce you to our online Weidmuller configurator. Customers can design DIM rails. This gives all our customers the opportunity to use our fantastic configurator.
Okay, so that's a quick and easy way of sort of designing and building your DIM rails.
Yeah, there's a real quick product finder. You can select anything that's DIM rail mounted on here. It's got, like I say, it's a seamless collaboration with the desktop version, so you can build on here, you can export back to the desktop version. The desktop version enables you to export the data to an ECAD platform such as ePlan. So yeah, really great tool for our customers.
Let's have a look at it.
Absolutely. This is our desktop version of the WMC. And as you can see, as we scroll down, you have all our import functionality with our ECAD partners. Then what we can also do is, from a configuration that we've previously made or we've made in the desktop version, we now have the ability to upload to the online WMC.
Okay.
Once we've uploaded to the WMC, the configuration starts on this home page. It gives us a bill of materials and it also gives us an assembly feature. What the assembly feature does is, as we click through the steps, it will give us the DIM rail lengths, all the products, all the accessories, where to put cross connectors, even where to break out cross connectors. Once we're done, we go to the next assembly. And here you can see one of our controllers and our relays, and it works exactly the same. So the length of DIM rail, each product, and where to place it on the rail. This is really handy for customers who are looking to go paperless, who use tablets on the shop floor, companies who use guys on site who only have access to a mobile phone. It's completely mobile. As well as that, all of this information can be easily sent via scanning the QR code. You can copy the link and send it over as an email, and the recipient will just click the link and this configuration will open.
What's the base information that it needs to start? Can we build something now ad hocly?
Yeah, absolutely. So if I go to the home page, you'll see here all my previous projects. As soon as we close this application down, it will save automatically all the projects we've worked on. To create a new rail project, we just select that. And on the side here, you'll see our product finder, where we've got terminals, relays, power, accessories and all. So all DIM rail mounted products are accessible here. If we start with a terminal, if we're unsure of the product description or the part number, we can just select by connection technology. If we did know the part number, and let's use an old favourite, the WDU 2.5, it will only filter out what it can be. We can put 20 of them in. It will automatically add them in. We can verify that. That will make sure it's got end plates, end stops. And then if I minimise that and that, here's the good bit. We have optimise. So WD 2.5 is a very, very popular terminal with our customers. If they want to switch to snapping, they can here. What this has done, this has changed all the product out, including accessories, in one click of a button.
That is a fantastic tool and really user-friendly. And I think that's what I like most about it, is it's so user-friendly and easy to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Even when we come to go back to the product finder, with the power supplies, we can select the voltage required. We can filter out by amp size. We can just add that on and it will add the block on.
So now we've configured the DIM rail, we know what's on there. What's the next step?
So the next step would be to mark the project.
Okay.
So using our Imprint Pro software, so this is where we can do our terminal marking, our wire marking, cable marking and component marking.
Okay.
And we can do all that on the brand new Printjet Mini. So it's as easy as this really to use the software. So we can go on here, we can type in any text we like. This will do symbols as well, as you can see down here. Once we're happy with it, we can just press print. So the key benefit of this is the fact it's got no base plate. Competitor products out there have base plates where if you're doing terminal marking, you need a specific base plate. If you're doing component marking, another base plate. Wire marking, another base plate. So this is unique in that sense. Once the drawers came out, we can put the media in. Now what this is doing, this is printing in ink rather than thermal transfer. After the printing is complete, again, rather than a heating process, it's using a UV cure. What this enables us to do is to reuse the marker cards after they've been printed. This will only cure on the markers it's printed on, enabling us to use half cards, part cards, even single strips. So here you go, Adam. Here's your marker card.
Fantastic. So you can, if we took those bits off to mark whatever we're marking, reuse these?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, using the software, we can put this same card back in and print on the markers that we've not printed on.
Okay, and that saves wastage, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
No one likes wastage.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. That was so easy.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Great, thank you, Sean.
Mark.
Okay.
So we're nearly at the end of the day today.
We are, yes.
A couple of things I wanted to highlight, because I know that it's really key for Weidmuller, is I've noticed you've done some charity days.
We have, it's the third year now, so we did it last week actually. We did a charity walk. We did it in the Roaches at the Peak District.
Okay.
I think we had about 20 employees, and what we do is every year we ask if they'd like to join us for a walk to raise money, and if they do, we do it during a working day. We just contribute £10 each, and then we have a great walk. As I say, this year it's in the Peak District.
Oh, so that's what I like about that, is it's team building, but it's giving back as well, and it builds you into that community feel.
Exactly, and it's also good for you. You know, we don't get enough time sometimes to stretch the legs. So, you know, getting 20 people there. I think it was about 9 miles we walked over about 5.5 hours. And as I say, the weather was beautiful.
A good rest at the end, hopefully.
Oh, definitely, and a drink as well. Yes, yes.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention, because I also know it's a big thing for Weidmuller, but also for our customers, is sustainability. Talk to us about your involvement and what Weidmuller do for that.
So recently, or in recent few years, we've managed to achieve EcoVadis Gold accreditation.
And that's no mean feat.
Not at all. It's very difficult to get, and it's something that we're very proud of course.
And it shows your sort of commitment to a sustainable future.
Absolutely. I think we've all got to play our part in this, and you know, each individual within the company, we do our own little bit, and that's what makes it happen.
Amazing. Mark, thank you so much for hosting us
Thank
today.
you, Adam.
Cheers. Thank you. It's clear from today's visit that not only have you got a deep history within the terminal space, but there's a load of solutions that Weidmuller can help you with. So if you are interested in learning more or need some help, reach out to your local Routeco account manager.